I'm here on stage with Lewis Hedigan in the Olympia Theatre, Dublin, Dublin City, Dublin 2. Previous to what? It's relevant. It is Dublin 2. That's the legitimate postcode and area and stuff. Lewis is on stage here. We're at the Olympia in front of his lovely Sarah Ludwig Vista lights for All Twins' biggest Irish show to date, I believe.
Yeah,
Our biggest solo Irish show to date.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, last time was nearly exactly a year ago, and it was the Academy. So it's like a really nice. Like I think we talked about it after the gig last year. So it was like a nice little. It was like, oh, next year let's do the Olympia. Sorry, the Olympia. So pretty mad that it kind of happened.
It's pretty spectacular, really, isn't it? Like next year let's do the Olympia. Yeah. Okay. Let's
maybe.
then. Yeah. What date do you want to do? Yeah. Free around the 28th October-ish. Yeah, sound. Yeah. You're at the end of a fairly heavy tour, aren't you? You're 6 weeks, pretty much.
6 weeks, nearly there now. Yeah. It was like, started in Berlin. Yeah, like 6 weeks ago on the 21st of September or something. So, yeah, it's been long. We did like 3.5 weeks in the UK, so it was like 21 dates in the UK.
Wow.
So it was.
It's proper day to day and so on.
Yeah. So, but it was great. I mean, it was really good. Longest one we've done. Longest tour I've ever been on as well. But. It was fun, really good fun. Yeah. Everyone, it all went to plan, and nothing disastrous happened. So
that's amazing.
Now we're here, so it's great.
And now we're here. So this isn't your very final show of the tour, is it?
No, we got Limerick tomorrow, which is sold out as well. We found out as well earlier.
Fantastic.
And then Belfast as well on Sunday, which is getting there as well.
And that's closing. That's the 6 weeks done and dusted.
That's the 6 weeks done. Yeah.
Have you plans for afterwards? Have you thought about it? Have you had a chance to think about it?
I'm gonna get just in my room in my jocks with some cans.
I think that's legit.
That's the idea. That's Halloween.
100%. That's Halloween, isn't it? You're already wearing your costume as well.
Yeah.
It's going at no pants Hedigan.
No pants Hedigan.
Yeah. Is that fair? That's okay. Yeah.
Yeah. At home anyway.
Apologies. So Lewis, you've been playing drums for quite some time now. I remember the first meeting we had was in Cork I can't remember the name of the place. It's closed down now. Was it the Whiskey?
Quad?
It was the Quad, yeah. It was the Quad, and you were playing with Elk, with Shane and Matt, your brother.
Yeah. God, that was a long time ago.
That's going back, I'd say, at least
8 years, 7 years.
8 years. It's 7 or 8 years anyway.
Yeah.
But you've been playing drums since what age?
12.
12 years old.
Yeah. So 26 now. So yeah.
It's a fair
14,
few years,
14,
isn't it?
14 years, yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah,
not bad.
Yeah. Still going.
Had you aspirations when you started to be doing this, this long? Was it a...
No, not really. No, it was just, it was because my brother Mac got a guitar one Christmas. Next Christmas I think I got a bass. And then a few years later my dad got me drums, and I was like, have a go at them. And it was just kind of went more towards the drums than after playing the bass for a little while, and just kind of it was just more out of nowhere really. There was no plan or no. Started playing in a band with Matt because he was just there in the house gaff, and he started playing the bass actually.
Yeah, that's right.
So a friend of ours came in and played guitar and started Elk, and that was like the first. Yeah, it was just like getting into town as quickly as possible to play gigs and as regularly as possible. It was just play gigs all the time was the idea initially, and get around Ireland all the time or as often as possible. So
yeah. Was Elk was your first band then? Just the three of you
there was like a little bit of playing a few songs in school at like lunch break stuff.
Sure.
Pretty cringe.
I think we've all been there. We've all looked back and regretted sort of life choices.
I just remember playing that Andre 3000 song, Hey Ya, with just two girls with like ties around their heads, kind of like dancing next to you, really, yeah. Yeah. That was lunchtime.
So you were destined for stardom from the outset.
As soon as that happened, I knew.
You knew you were
huge things were gonna happen.
Invariable. You were gonna be hitting the big time, like.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But
that's amazing.
That was the first gig I actually really did.
All this smoke here.
It's very it's sexy, isn't it?
It's the what did you say, Nigel? It's the what, Nigel? The blunts.
All the blunts.
It's the blunt. I don't know if we can say that on the.
You have to bleep that out. The blunts. Yeah.
Can we say that?
Yeah.
Oh. All allowed. Yeah. Is that what is that? Is that?
Like the volume in the video is just gonna go really high. It's the blunts. It's the.
Oh, the blunts. Yeah. Yeah, that's Connor and Laura at the front, stage front, I think it is there, boys having the crack.
That's them having the pre-gig blunt up there.
Yeah, just like dreaming of hotboxing the Olympia. That was the vibe. Let's talk about your drums, shall we?
Yep.
You are playing a beautiful, I'm so envious of you, a beautiful Vistalite, Ludwig Vistalite in, I'm looking at what, 12, 16, 22?
13, 16, 22, 14 by 5.
14 by 5.
It's not 5.5, is it? 5.5, 5?
Why not?
Yeah.
It looks fantastic anyway. And,
That's great.
Clear acrylic.
Yeah.
You didn't go for any colours. It matches the aesthetic of the band, isn't it?
Yeah, I've always liked the clear as well, though. So that was kind of the kind of dream one to get. So and it just happened that it worked out pretty well in that way, you know.
It sounds absolutely incredible.
Yeah,
it really,
amazing.
really does.
Yeah,
It's so perfect for the style of music that the band's playing. That sort of big squelchy, almost 80s sort of rock drum sound. Like.
Yeah, because that was the idea really early on. Even when the band started, we played the first few gigs. Like the lads were like, I think I was just playing a small 16-inch crash. I remember chatting to you about it and trying to just hit in the 16, and it was just going nowhere. So, because the idea was always let the drums be just the main thing, and then the cymbals just that little accent or to keep it going.
It's the one, it's just on the one. Like,
but then I started to sneak in a few 20-inch cymbals, and now I've managed to. They're staying, no one's complaining, so
I like that.
got away with
it. The day when your hats become pretty much the same size as that one cymbal that you're allowed to.
Yeah.
So on your cymbals, you're playing I see a 21-inch Legacy.
Yeah, 21-inch Legacy, 20-inch Ozone Legacy, and 15 groove hats.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
The perfect cymbals, really, aren't they?
Yeah, they're amazing. They're really good as well for the lads as well, because they just don't take up too much space as well. They kind of come and go. I thought this would be. This is the first tour I actually used this with the lads, and I thought it would be way too overpowering and be getting in a bit of trouble for it. But it's been great every night. It's been kind of works perfectly.
They're just beautiful cymbals. I used them for years, and I cannot say enough good things about them.
Yeah,
they're just fantastic.
Yeah.
And then skin-wise, I see you've got CS dots on the toms.
There's a bit of a mix of things going on today, right? Yeah, there's CS dots up here. Got Evans. What are they called again?
EMOD, is it?
Yeah. And
we're cool.
Yeah, one of those ST dries on the snare.
It is a dry, yeah.
Yeah, but I was using the Onyx for a long time.
Okay.
But today I'm trying one of these, and sounds cool. It's the first time using one on it as well.
It sounds magnificent.
Yeah.
And you have Chris Ledontek's patented fork mic.
Fork mic here,
Yeah.
Yeah.
There he is. Hey Chris, how are you, man? How are you, Chris? Yeah. He's actually got a fork mic. This is.
Well, it used to be wooden, and now Chris has unfortunately upgraded to the metal one. So
metal fork
I wasn't actually breaking them at all.
No.
Yeah, it does a lot for the sound. The fork.
It does.
It does. Just really.
What would you say it adds?
Just a lot of bite to the.
A lot of bite.
A lot of bite to the snare, you know.
Yeah.
It's great.
A little bit of maybe sharpness.
A little sharp.
Yeah, just a little
prong.
Sharper. A bit of a prong, yeah.
Bit of a prong.
It's a 3-pronged attack. This fork mic vibe. And then sticks. You've been playing the Vader sticks for a little while, haven't you?
Playing the Extreme 5As. Yeah. Extreme Design, or that's a 5B one actually, but either 5A or 5B. Those two are the ones I'm using at the moment.
A longer stick anyway, you kind of gravitate towards.
Yeah, just 16 is just a bit, I just found that I run out, or the hand starts to go off the stick a bit, so like 16 and a half is kind of ideal now. So
amazing.
That's the ones I've been using now for a while.
Happy days. Honestly, it's the most beautiful thing in the world. I genuinely, we're standing over there waiting for you to, be able to finish, waiting for the sound check to finish. And I'm looking at it and thinking, I made the wrong choice. I've made a lot of wrong choices in my life. No, I can't say that at all. I'm perfectly satisfied with everything that I've got going on. But it's just magnificent. The light hits it and all that sort of buzz, you've heard all the cliches. But
with the lights that got set up here today, I think it's going to look pretty good.
That's amazing. The stage looks incredible.
It's going to be fun.
I'll ask you. Final question. You're not only playing with Twins, you're also playing with Guilty Optics. Am I right to say?
Playing with Guilty Optics, yeah. Started playing recently with another band with my brother and a friend of ours, Paul Kleins, who plays in Hands Up with Matt. Called Shifting. And Guilty Optics as well, yeah. And then Elk are playing the first gig we've done in nearly 4 years in December. Yeah, which is going to be interesting.
That's going to be not to be missed right there.
Yeah.
That's honestly not to be missed.
Yeah, so that should be fun. It's down in Limerick. Guilty Optics are playing soon as well. But yeah, we got an album waiting to come out for a while.
Yeah.
I've just been busy with the lads, so it's just been tough to get it going. But it's waiting to be, it's all pressed and ready to go and all that. So
amazing.
Hopefully, yeah, we'll get a few more gigs going the next year.
Oh, you will, yeah. Absolutely. Stellar stuff. Lewis, thank you so much for taking time to chat with us today.
Thank you. Thanks for coming along.
This is on stage with Lewis Hedigan of All Twins. Rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll, rock and roll. Rock and roll, rock and roll.